Hey, good morning and welcome to the beach, to the foggy beach. Yeah, it's pretty foggy out here this morning. You could say it's kind of a disappointment because the sun is trying to rise out there somewhere, but we can't see it because of all the fog. I can't see very far down the beach, and I can't even see the horizon line out there on the water. It's very, very foggy. So in a lot of ways, that's a disappointment because I was kind of hoping to see the sunrise. So that's just an example of how things can go, not according to our plan. My plan was to come see the beautiful sunrise. Instead, am I disappointed in what's here? No, I'm not. See, when I practice the 11th step, I'm praying for God's will, for the knowledge of God's will and the power to carry it out. Well, this is what God's will is, okay? Who am I to argue with that? God certainly knows better than I do. We need this fog. I truly believe that. Or God would not have allowed it. Now, the other thing about it is, I came here to see the beauty of a sunrise. And instead, I'm here to see the beauty of a foggy ocean. Isn't that cool? Because it is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful in its own way. I don't know how much of it you can see. I kind of get in the way of the picture. But I'll show you some of it. The birds are still here. There's still fish swimming in the water. There's still sand and, that salt spray. It's wonderful, just wonderful. So, okay. So we don't have, beautiful colors up in the sky this morning. We don't have what we were expecting or hoping for. Well, one of the things that I have found about God's will is that His plan is so much better than mine. If I can just stay grateful that His plan is coming to fruition, then life is so much better that way. It doesn't have to go my way. Sometimes it does, but only because it's God's will. Got lots of shells here to look at. Come on, That's pretty sweet. I've enjoyed that so many times, looking through the shells and finding just the perfect shell to bring home to somebody, The beach has so much to offer me. This world has so much to offer me and to offer you. Let's not get hung up on, that didn't go the way I wanted it to. No, maybe not. But it went exactly the way God wanted it to. Sometimes God's will is not something that's enjoyable for us. But life isn't all about enjoyment. But one thing I can do to improve the situation, what do I have the power to change? I can't change the fog. I can't change the fact that there's no sun available this morning. So what do I have the power to change? Anything? Yes. I have the power to change how I view this situation. I have the power to choose to be grateful for what is here, not what isn't here. I have the power to change my attitude about it. No more victim mentality. Oh, why did he do this to me? He didn't do this to you. Stop that. Stop that. It just is. It's what God's will is. You know, and if it weren't for mornings like this, we probably would not appreciate those beautiful sunrises, because they'd be there every single day. Yeah, another sunrise, who cares? You got to have mornings like this to be able to appreciate it. And what if we came out here and there were no shells? There were no shells to go through and look at. Then what? Would that be the end of the world? No. No. It's happened many, many times. I've come out here to the beach and no shells available. I guess what I'm getting at is not everything in our lives go as planned. My job is to not only roll with the punches, you know, take what life gives me and accept it for just the way it is. But I have the responsibility to change my attitude about it, not take on the victim mentality. I have the responsibility to be grateful for what God does for me every single day. So when life doesn't go my way, do I throw a tantrum over that? Certainly not. Certainly not. Do I drink over it? Not anymore. There was a time when I did. This didn't go the way I wanted it to. I'm getting drunk. That makes sense, huh? When things don't go my way, you know what I do? I thank God for stepping in and making it happen the way He wants it to happen. That didn't happen overnight for me, though. I didn't learn to do that right away. That took some time. I have found that when I really am interested in what God's will is, I'm happy when His will and His plan come to fruition, because it's much better than anything that I come up with. I hope that you guys can come to that realization that God's plan is better than yours, and that whatever you were hoping for or expecting that didn't happen, come to that point where you can thank God for that. Thank God for stepping in and changing what you were hoping would happen into what He wants to happen. No, I'm not seeing beautiful colors out here in the sky and over the ocean, but I see a very interesting looking ocean. Its beauty is unlike the colorful. The beauty of this ocean is just different, that's all. It's beautiful in its own way. God wanted it this way, and I'm happy that it is. So I hope that you guys can come to that realization as well, that just because it's not according to your plan, that doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't require us to, get all upset and it didn't go the way I wanted it to. How many times has your plan not come through? God's plan came through, and it turned out way better than had your plan come through. That's happened to me many, many times. Be grateful. Gratitude's the biggest tool that we have, I think. As far as changing our attitude, gratitude is the biggest tool that we have. It's the most powerful tool. So, stay grateful for God's will. And one day, just maybe, you can live happy, joyous, and free. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Enjoy the day, no matter what it looks like. Bye-bye.